pleased to endorse Donald Trump for the presidency of the United States. I believe that we're on a movement is afoot that must not fade away. It has the potential to have the American people's voices heard for change. The bosses are you. People in Washington are public servants. They serve you. We haven't had enough of that. Donald Trump, great to have you in one of the greatest cities in the whole world, the Huntsville, Madison area. We have maybe more PhDs per capita than any place in the country. We got the best corporate leadership of all over the world. Investing here and hiring people here is what we need for all of America. I'm proud to have you with us. God bless. Wow, so great. That is so great.
So great.
You know, he's an incredible guy. Thank you. Get him out of here, will you? All right, thank you. Boy, oh boy, never fails. But you know, again, I say it all the time. Now the cameras, they follow that. They know how many people. The all-time record, look over there. Hey, cameras, take a look over here. Take a look. Unbelievable. 32,000 people. This is amazing. And by the way, look over there. We can't get them in. They won't let them in. Why can't they come in? Fire department, let them in. Let them in. You've got thousands of people over there. Let them in if you can. All right. So look, first of all, that's the first time that Senator Sessions has ever endorsed a person running for president. A big deal. That's to me a big deal. So we've had some interesting times and together. You know, Time Magazine a couple of weeks ago, they did a cover story that this is a movement. This isn't me. I'm a messenger. This is really a movement. We're going to take our country back. We're going to run it smart instead of dumb. There's never been a time where we've made so many decisions that have been so wrong, whether it's the Iran deal, the borders, like Swiss cheese. We are going to make our country so great. We are going to do things so smart. We are going to be so competent. You're going to be so proud of your president. Believe me, you're not proud now, but you're going to be proud of your president. So, over the last period of couple of weeks, nasty things are said, right? Nasty things. Now, Marco's a lightweight, but so many. This guy. I mean, when you're up 20 points in Florida, we're up. The guy, they hate him in Florida. He can't be elected dog catcher in Florida. This guy. You know, I call him Little Marco. He's a nice guy. But you know, I watched. You saw yesterday I got the endorsement of Chris Christie. Tough guy, good guy, smart, wonderful guy. And he was so enthusiastic. But I watched, when Chris was running, I watched something I don't see often. I watched a man melt in front of me. Chris started grilling lightweight Marco Rubio. And Marco was standing right here, right next to me during the debate, the one before last. And Chris went into him, and I thought it was okay. He mentioned the Obama phrase once. Then he mentioned it a second time. I said, that's strange. And then I noticed he was like pouring water. He was sweating. I've never seen anything like it. I thought he just got out of a swimming pool with his suit on. I said, what's going on? And I'm saying to myself, I hope he's okay.
Redneck Lives Matter.
Folks, look, we have to love everybody. All lives matter. All lives matter. So, we'll have these little interruptions. So, when you have 32, now it's 35 because they're starting. When you have 35,000 people, if you have a few protesters, I guess that sort of has to happen, right? So I'm looking at little Marco and I say, man, there's something happening with him. And he's like melting. Then he said the phrase a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. I said, he's just melted down. That's really bad. Then I get ready. I'm a strong guy, believe it or not. I get ready and I think he's going to faint. Now, we don't need a fainter to negotiate with China and Putin. We don't need a fainter to knock the hell out of ISIS. We don't need a fainter. We don't need a guy who's sweating and scared, and I never saw anything like it. So that's it. Now he wants to act like a big man. Oh, Trump's a con man. Trump's a con man. I'm a con man. I built an incredible business. I filed papers with the federal elections that are so unbelievable. And believe me, if they weren't unbelievable, I wouldn't be here right now. And these guys would have never, ever, they could not believe how great a company I built. And I got to listen to this guy that took money to build a driveway. And when they caught him, he said, oh, let me reimburse. I used the wrong credit card, right? Took it out of the Republican Party. When you look at what he's done, he takes a house. He buys a house for $178,000 or so. He sells it to a lobbyist for $380,000, a lobbyist that's dealing with him in the state of Florida. You tell me that's what we're going to have as our senator, and that's what we're going to have as our president? There's no way. There's no way. You can't do it. You can't do it. We have a problem. These guys, all of them, I'm self-funding my campaign, folks. I don't care. We're going to make the right decisions. I'm self-funding. But these guys are all taken care of. When you get right down to it, whether it's the drug industry where we don't bid competitively drugs, drugs to make you better. We have pharmaceutical companies and we have an industry. They take care of these people. Tell me, isn't it fun to be at a Trump rally? Isn't this nice? It's part of the deal. It's like part of the deal. I remember, you remember this? I said, well, he's not going to make it. Bernie Sanders is speaking. And these two young women came up and they took over the microphone. Do you remember that? And he walked away. And I said to myself, wow. But do you remember they came up? No microphone's going to be taken over from me. I guarantee you that. Because they're not taking it over from me. They're taking it over from you. Can't happen. And I'll never forget that scene. He looked so weak and so pathetic. And by the way, he's over anyway. It's not going to happen. You saw what happened yesterday. Now, in all fairness, Hillary should not be allowed to run because she broke the law. She should not be allowed to run. She's probably protected by the Democrats, but she should not be allowed to run, folks. I'll tell you. You either have laws or you don't have laws, and what she did, you look at General Petraeus, you look at so many people have gotten into such hot water over that and gone away. You know where I'm talking about. And with her, and by the way, did you ever see so many? How do you do 10,000 emails, 20,000, 40,000? How the hell do you do so many emails? Does anybody do emails like that? So let's see what happens. I think we're going to have to run against her, which is good. Frankly, I think it's great. And I will beat her. The other guys are not going to beat her, folks. They're not going to win. They're not going to win. And I guarantee you one thing, we're going to be talking about those emails every moment of every day. And we're going to shame them into doing the right thing. But we're going to beat Hillary. Polls have come out where I'm leading her recently. Polls have come out where I'm USA Today, the Q poll, others. Fox recently came out with a poll. I'm beating her. I haven't even started on her yet, folks. I haven't. She's not right now part of the equation, to be honest with you. I like to do one thing first. And if you look, take a look at the people. Governor Walker, nice guy, but he attacked Trump, right? Jeb Bush, very nice person, right? Very. Okay, so I don't want to Lindsey Graham, this poor guy. This poor guy. And he was so vicious. He was so vicious. And his idea of the war, he thinks he's a military expert. He says, I'm a military expert. We've been listening to this guy for years. Where are we? We're nowhere. I know what to do. You know what to do. What I told you to do is the right way to do it. If we listen to some of these guys on the military, we're going to be over there for another 20 years. We can't do it. Look, we've spent $2 trillion in Iraq. We have absolutely nothing. We've lost thousands and thousands of great, great military, young, beautiful people. We've got wounded warriors who I love all over the place. And you know what we have? Nothing. We have nothing. We don't even call them anymore. And you know who's taking over Iraq? And the second